Hello everybody. The other day we did a startup video on the General Lee here and a cleanup video. It had sat here for many years and was filthy. So we done a startup video, cleaned it up, and then we had the pleasure of doing a wedding with it after we cleaned it up. Got to have some fun, got to do some donuts in the field at the wedding, and that was sensational. I love driving a General Lee the way it was meant to be drove. And one thing about my cars here, they're all autographed up under the bottom of the trunk lid. And all the cast members have used these cars. At a lot of events, if you had your picture made with the cast member of General Lee, it was probably this car. John Snyder, Bo Duke, Tom Wopat, which is Luke Duke, have used it at a lot of events. We did some filming at one time with it where Byron Cherry, which is Coy Duke, was driving it. Jeb Stewart Duke was on the passenger side. Cody McCarver from Confederate Railroad was in the back seat, and they stopped and picked up Turtle Man. I was in that episode as well. It was called, I think, Turtle Man Hunts for Bigfoot, episode 4 or something like that. But anyway, the cast members have all autographed this car, and most all of them have used this car at one point in time for different events. And then now, just yesterday, we did a startup video and cleanup video on the Roadrunner here. The Roadrunner also was used by a lot of the cast members at different events, especially Catherine Bach. Catherine Bach has actually drove this car. Whenever they did the grand opening of Daisy Country, this car was there as the car she was using. When you seen the flyers on the cards, they put out a flyer for advertised Daisy Country store opening, and these are the cars that was on the flyer there. So when the grand opening day come for grand opening, we took the cars down there. Cars was used there again by Catherine Bach. Like I said, she has actually drove this car into different events. And my question was now, how many of you guys would like to see a startup and cleanup video on the cop car? The old cop car here has sat here for several years as well, not started. It is getting just plumb nasty. So how many of you guys would like to see a startup video on the cop car and a cleanup video and see a video of this car running and driving again? Sonny Schroyer Enos, Rick Hurst Cletus has used this car a lot. I was actually a booking agent for Sonny Schroyer, which was Enos, and he used this car at lots of events. I have drove Sonny Schroyer around in this car. I mean, a lot. I see the back antenna. It's come undone there. Well, it's magnetized. We'll just stick it back up there. But when you, like I was saying earlier, about those cars there too, the cop car, the Daisy car, the General Lee, when you raise the trunks on them, they're all autographed by the cast members of the Dukes, stunt guys, behind the scenes guys, some of the stunt doubles. This car has sat here many years now and not been started. I'm just curious to how many of you guys would like to see start up, clean up, and drive video of the cop car here. I wished I knowed exactly how many years it's been. I can't tell you exact number, but it has been several years. It's probably been at least five, maybe a little more since this car has even been started. It does have the working lights on it, working siren. And back when we was doing hazard life all the time, these cars would drive from state to state to state. We've done events in several states, and these cars was drove to all the events. Hazard runs where we would go from Cooters in Nashville to Cooters in Gatlinburg with as many Dukes of hazard vehicles as we could get all together. All of these cars have been in the hazard run numerous times. I've led the hazard run with that General Lee up there for many years. Hit me up in the comments, let me know how many people would like to see this car here started, cleaned up, and run next. And I have lots more cars that we need to do that startup and cleanup video on as well. I'll get into that with you guys here in some upcoming videos. But I'll show you the cars, see what you think about them. We have, I'm going to say, at least a dozen more old cars that's from the 50s, 60s, 70s, that's been sitting for years, that needs to be started and cleaned up and drove around. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know how many of you guys would like to see that. The other cars are not affiliated with the Dukes of Hazzard at all. We've got 63.5 Galaxy Fastback. We've got a 59 Oldsmobile. We've got 59 Pontiacs. We got a 71 Torino. I'm not even thinking off the top of my head what all else they are, but we have lots of old cars. Like I said, 50s, 60s, 70s. Hit me up in the comments, guys. Let me know how many of you guys would love to see the start up and clean up videos on them and see them drove. If I can get enough comments, enough likes on these, then we'll go ahead and do that. We'll start doing some start up, clean up, drive videos. But hit me up, guys. Let me know. Hope everybody's having a sensational day. And if you like this kind of content, please go to my channel, subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that notification bell.